What's rockin', Rocky Top? Long time no talk. It's Miles here with the Music Minute, where I talk about music that I think you're going to enjoy. We're back from a pretty decent break. It was much needed. School was getting out of hand. You know the deal. Today, I'm going to be reviewing American football's first album, American Football. This album was released in 1999 on Polyvinyl Records, and it is by far one of my favorite records of all time. It's sad, but it also makes me feel good at the same time, which is weird because sad music isn't really supposed to do that. And I know it's summertime, so you don't really want to listen to sad things, but this is an album that you should keep in the back of your mind so that when the wintertime comes around and things are dead and gloomy and the weather is cold and this, that, and the other, you can throw it on and it'll make you feel great. Maybe. Now, what's interesting about this album is that it was recorded when the three members, Steve Holmes, Steve Lamos, and Mike Kinsella, were graduating college and they were running out of time to get these songs out there. So they decided that they were going to record it, and they did it all in 3 days, which blows my mind because honestly, some of these songs are hard to play on my own, so the fact that they put these together in 3 days blows my mind. Now, what's really interesting about American Football is that they didn't have a bassist at the time, but sometimes when you're listening to these songs, you hear bass and you're wondering where that's coming from. Well, yeah, of course, sometimes there's bass. That's Mike Kinsella, the second guitarist. He's playing bass, and it doesn't sound bad. But sometimes there's songs with two guitars at the same time, and you're wondering where this bass is coming from. Well, I'll tell you. For example, in the song Never Meant, Steve Holmes, the first guitarist, has his guitar in one tuning, and Mike has his guitar a full step down, which makes it lower, and he's playing a second rhythm, and it comes in and it sounds exactly like a bass note, which, again, I can't wrap my mind around it. But that's what makes this album so special to me. All three members of the band know how to make the music aspect and the lyrical aspects all come together as one, making this album really great. The first edition just has 9 songs on it, but the deluxe edition has special B-side, live tapes, etc. Stuff that you don't hear on regular albums. I personally like that version more because it's really cool to hear these songs live since I haven't had the chance to see them yet. There's a reason this album is known as one of the top 10 greatest emo albums of all time. If you want to know for yourself how great this album is, I recommend you check out the songs Never Meant, For Sure, and Stay Home. That's all for me. I hope you check out this album and enjoy it just as much as I did. And remember, I'll be back next week when I review Passion Pit's album Manners. Once again, it's been Miles Dickerson with the Music Minute. I'll talk to you next week.